YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I have a little experiment today. I just moved. My desk has been a mess, and I have had this bag sitting on my desk because I was using it, and I've got a lot of other things on my desk, and I had a pen, and I was, I often have a pen in my hand when I'm at my desk, and yesterday I noticed that I have this little pen mark right here on the Vachetta. So apparently I marked up my bag and didn't even realize it. So I went to the Facebook, the Louis Vuitton Addicted Facebook group, and searched for pen marks and how to get that out, because I know I've seen that many times. And what I saw, some people mention the magic eraser, and I'll link below the video where I used a magic eraser on my Noe, on the strap, not just the strap, but on the bag itself. And I didn't condition first, I didn't know to do that. So I just used the magic eraser and I conditioned afterward, and it cracked the Vachetta. So I don't want to use that on this bag. I'm done with the magic eraser. What I do want to try is something else that was mentioned, is just a white eraser. So not the magic eraser, but like a school eraser. This is what I found at the grocery store today when I was there. I really wanted to get what I think would be a higher quality one, like an art one, go to an art supply store, but we weren't out there today. We're just at the grocery store, and I wanted to try this. I figure it probably doesn't matter, that any white eraser would do, and it is back to school time right now, so they happened to have this at the grocery store. I'm gonna open this up and then I'll show you how it works. All right, here's the eraser unwrapped. So as you can see, it is solid white. It's soft, and on the package here, I think I cut it off here. Yeah, on the package here it says non-abrasive, and that sounded pretty important to me because the magic eraser is abrasive. What I've heard that you want to do with these is move the eraser in one direction and not go back and forth. So I'm just going to try moving this, and I'm going to swipe it down so that if something happens, it doesn't take it up into a more visible part. Like if there's something bad that happens, I'll try swiping it down. And then I'm going to show you something else I noticed on the Vachetta from something else that I've been doing that I'm either going to need to stop doing or try to clean it with this eraser too. All right, so I'm just going to swipe down here. And I know it's not going to come off immediately. It's going to take a little work. And I think I should put on my glasses. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I was doing it in one direction and it wasn't really working very well. You see the little pieces of the eraser that are coming off. So it's not doing any damage to the bag, but the eraser is falling apart a little bit. That's pretty normal for these white erasers. So far I'm not seeing any difference in the ink stain, and I've started going back and forth with it instead of just in one direction to be a little bit more aggressive, because I'm not seeing a change. The little pieces of eraser just brush right off. They're not doing any kind of damage to the handle, to the leather at all. I feel like it is starting to come off a little bit, but it's really taking some work. And I'm pressing kind of hard and being kind of aggressive with it. Yeah, it definitely is coming off, but really slowly. It's gonna take a little time and a lot of scrubbing on this thing to get it to come off completely. Let me show you the progress so far. So there, I think you can see that it's not as bad as it was, and there's no damage to the leather. Okay, I was using just the corner, and then I moved to the small edge there, going back and forth. Now, because it's taking so much scrubbing, I'm taking that whole side and rubbing back and forth like that with this corner here. So I get a little more scrub for my effort. All right, I'm gonna show you the eraser first. I don't know if you can see how worn that edge is right there. So it took all of that, and the rest of the edges on this thing are really sharp. I think you can see that. And let me show you how the bag turned out. So there it is. That's where the pen mark used to be, right here. So it did get it out. and that's good. There's still the tiniest little bit of it right here, right by the stitch, but I don't want to mess with it anymore because I see some damage to my bag now. Where I rubbed it, it doesn't look discolored. It still looks the same. The patina still looks the same, but do you see right here? I'm gonna see if I can find a way to show you that a little bit better. You see right here, right there, where it looks like it's cracked. So a little piece of the vachetta kind of cracked and curled up. It's not cracked all the way through by any means. It's just like I'm just trying to show you. You can see it there a little bit. It's just this tiny little piece on the top of the vachetta. So I don't want to rub it anymore. It also, because it was right by the stitches, frayed, not really frayed, but it made the stitch, the thread, a little bit fuzzy right there. It doesn't feel any different. It wasn't abrasive. Like, I'm not afraid that my handle's gonna rip or anything, but it did do that little bit of damage. And I think that's only because this is such a delicate piece right here, a delicate place for the vachetta where it curves and it's pulled a little bit. And I wanted to show you something else I noticed on my bag. So I will often, and I've talked about this mostly on my Speedy 30, I don't have the bandoliers. I don't want a bandolier because I'm not a fan of the vachetta stripe down the side. To me, that looks too much like luggage. I just don't care for the look of it. So what I like to do is take a strap, because I do like a shoulder bag. It's easier for me to carry a bag on the shoulder. And I attach the strap like this. And I've told you guys many times before to, when I do that, I check the stitches here to make sure that it's not pulling the stitches. Now, like I said, I usually only do this on my Speedy 30, which is a damier bend bag, so it has dark leather, and I've never seen any damage to that bag at all. I want to show you though, from having clips on the vachetta, do you see the dirt that's on there? I don't know how well that's coming across. Let me see if I can show you right here and right here. You see the dirt right there by my finger? So that's from the metal clips, and that's on both sides of the bag where I clip it. So I am gonna try to get that off with this white eraser too. And for this, I'm rubbing from the middle outward because I don't want to cause the same damage that I did over here, which I think was from the particular movement that I was making, which was going back and forth and hitting that edge. This dirt looks like it's coming off right away. You can even see some of the dirt on the eraser, or maybe you can't. I think maybe you can see a little bit on the corner there. Yeah, this dirt is coming right off. This is much easier to get off than the pen mark was. The pen mark was difficult. All right, that worked very well. I did not damage the bag at all. It looks like it did before I started putting the metal on it and got it dirty. So this looks great. That worked perfectly. That got all the dirt off. Beautiful. So that I'm very happy with. And it did work on the pen, on the vachetta. The only thing is that little rip in the vachetta now. So to me, that's, I mean, not cool, obviously, but it's my own fault because I was being so aggressive with it. And again, it's not very deep. So here's my recommendation. I would use the white eraser again, but I would be a little more cautious with it. I'd still maybe be as aggressive, but I would stop and look at it more frequently than I did to see if there's any damage like that. And again, I think that really only happened because I was being so aggressive in that particular spot. I didn't have to be aggressive when I was cleaning the dirt from the metal, but with the pen you really do. Or at least I chose to. If you want to be more gentle, it's just going to take you a whole lot longer. So that's a choice for you to make. The magic eraser I won't use again ever because of the damage that that did to my bag. And part of that was my fault too. Like I said, I didn't condition before. Other people have had good success with that and do recommend it. Personally, I'm not going to use it again though, because it is abrasive. This is not abrasive, and this I would recommend for getting a little dirt off, or if you have a pen mark. I have heard too that if you get pen marks on the canvas, that this is great for that also. I've never had that happen. I'm not going to put a pen mark on my bag to test it, but if it worked on the Vachetta, I would think it would work really well on the canvas. And again, I'll show you the brand that I used just in case you want to use exactly the same one, but I'm going to guess that any non-abrasive white eraser would do. This one is by Pentel. It's the giant size. The size doesn't matter, right? High polymer eraser, non-abrasive, and yeah, that's it. Oh, there is a model number. It's 26604. This one is latex free. Here, I'll show you the back of it just in case you need that for some reason. So you can pause that and read it if you'd like. So overall, I'd say success with the white eraser. It did what I wanted it to do, but be careful that you don't rip your Vachetta like I just did. Again, that was my fault, not the eraser's fault. I wasn't being as careful as I should and watching what I was doing as often as I should. So learn from my mistake if you use the eraser and do those things so you don't damage your bag like I just did. It's really not that bad though. It's not something where I'd have to have it repaired or anything. And I totally take ownership when I have damaged a bag or got the pen mark on the bag. At this point, honestly, it doesn't bother me that much because I know that this is a learning experience. I also know that I'm in doing things like this and having these accidents every once in a while, that it's able to help other people, and that's a good thing. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and let me know in the comment section what experiences you've had with the eraser, or if you have other methods of getting pen off of Vachetta that have worked for you. If you have used the white eraser, tell me what successes or failures you've had with it so that we can all read each other's comments and learn from each other, because cleaning these bags is one of the things that we most want to learn how to do, and there are several ways that we clean and damage accidentally, so we want to learn how not to do that. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon to be notified when I post a new video, and I will see you next time. Bye. Have a fantastic day. Bye.